Welcome to our holiday special. This is part one of my niece and I making a Christmas tree using a twig branch. Hope you guys enjoy. Please like, share and subscribe.
Hi guys, my name is Bonola. Me and my aunt made a Christmas tree. Hope you enjoy.
Thanks for watching, guys. It was a quick and easy DIY. We just picked a twig from the side of the road when we were going for a walk. And we were initially going to make like a three-tiered, like a hanging Christmas tree, but then she suggested that we just use the pot on the balcony that we found here when we moved in, and that we just painted or whatever and use that as a Christmas tree. So it's quick, easy, minimal items needed, and yeah, enjoy guys.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Okay, so this is the list of things that you'll need. And this is us before we made the tree or fixed it up. Over here we're just emptying out sand from the original pot. It just had some khakis in it and we cleaned it up. And here I'm just trying to dig a hole. And then here we're just going in and cleaning up the pot. We decided to paint it in the house because it was getting dark, so we needed the light. So we just laid down a lot of newspapers. Here we're using the gray paint that I actually used for the first project, which is a smartphone projector. And you just go in and you paint around until it's covered. Do 2 coats for this part if you do decide to use a pot and you decide to paint it. You can also always cover it with like a nice material like a hessian or whatever actually, but paint is usually the easiest. And then in this next part we're just painting the inside of the pot. To be frankly honest, we probably should have emptied out the pot and painted properly, but I think we're tired or lazy. And here's the finished paint job. It's still wet here, so we let it out to dry for like the entire evening, and the next day or later on I'll do a second coat. Here we're just laying down more paper to so that we can start to whitewash the branch, the tree branch, and that's the technique we use for this part. Over here you'll just need some acrylic paint. We only use like 50 milliliters and not all of it. Water and a separate container. This clear container that I'm using was too small, so you'll see in the next part what I do is I fetch a empty yogurt container so that I can mix properly and add more water, because this first mix was very white and we're going for a more like whitewashed grayish look. But here I'm just mixing. Sorry you can't see. I was just mixing the paint with the water. I don't have any particular formula, but you can just until you're satisfied with the thinness and the thickness of the white, then that's how much you should use. Mine was basically like water, so you couldn't really see the white when you were painting it on, but the next day you could. So here we're just going along and painting all the branches with the white paint. We use like medium-sized brushes, like craft brushes, not like wall painting kind of brushes. They were very tiny because the branch was quite thin. And yeah, here we're just going and painting, and we ended up having separate containers. And here I'm dancing for my niece, but hey, don't judge guys. Anyway, besides the Yanos, we just flipped. Now we were done painting the one side and we flipped it to the other side. And like I said, we end up using separate containers. So this is the part where I think if you already have a pot that has sand in it, just take the sand out, guys. Don't be like my niece and me, where we were just trying to force this branch down into the hole. Like ideally you should just empty it out and then put everything back in, because it really doesn't help. It helps no one. It doesn't help you. It makes the job a bit difficult, and the tree ended up falling like yesterday. So when we have the strength and energy, we're going to empty it out and put the sand back in. But yeah, if you do try this, just try and like wiggle it down into the sand and use another stick to like dig in and try and scoop out the sand in that hole. Yeah. And what you do is you also like pat the sand around the twig or around the branch or the tree, so that you can actually get it to stand by itself. At some point, like, it was standing by itself, and then we hung stuff, and then it kind of just gave up on us. So yeah. As you can see, we're negotiating with each other and like just going at this part. But yeah, next step, what I did is I ended up sawing the bottom of the tree to make the height reasonable, because it was touching the ceiling and it was way too high. But I realized I didn't have to do that. I just had to actually take branches off the top, which I ended up doing. I didn't record that part, sorry, but that's what you can also do. So she's not like super short next to it, and it's not touching the ceiling, so it's great. Thanks, baby. And here we're just hanging all the ornaments around. Like she said earlier, you can actually put Christmas lights. And happy holidays, guys. I hope you enjoy. If you make this, please show me. Please like, share and subscribe and enjoy. Happy holidays, guys.